Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree. So said American rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. when talking about his favorite fruit. And 58-year-old Kenyan Peter Wambugu Kago agrees.
Ningeomba sasa dunia mzima ikuse hii.
I would ask the whole world to grow apples because we will also be helping the future children. When they are born, they will say the people who were there before us considered us in a great way.
Wale watu walikuwa bereni, walikuwa nafikiria zaidi.
Wambugu has been cultivating apples since 2001. This was after he heard from friends about a unique type of apple, sweeter than usual. For him, he saw an opportunity, and the search began. The hunt took him to Aberdare Forest in central Kenya, where he got lucky with 2 wild apple trees. He then grafted these 2 with another species from Israel that he'd got from a friend. The result was encouraging. The grafted seedling took only 9 months to bear fruit, unlike the local ones that would take up to 23 years. 14 years later, Wambugu has a forest.
Kutoka kwa mchanga hivi.
To pop from the ground, they take like 2 months, and then on the 3rd month, I sell them to people. I have thousands and thousands of them. Even if everyone in Kenya wanted some, I have them. So let them not say that there is shortage of seedlings.
Enyewe wasiseme ati miti inakosa.
Sophia Ilako from Gong, a suburb of Nairobi, is one of his clients.
I went to visit his farm in Nyeri. He educated us on how the seedlings grow. Now you can start harvesting apples after like 9 months, his seedlings. He has even named his apples after his name. They are called Wambugu apples. In the market, you find the red ones are too sweet and the green ones are sour. This one has a mixture of the 2. And it's crunchy.
According to the University of Illinois, there are more than 7,500 apple species in the world. Wambugu's is a mixture of 3. The seedlings are crossbred at an average age of 3 weeks. His latest venture has seen the grafting of 6 different apple species into one. He sells the seedlings according to age. The younger ones go for 1,000 shillings or $10 US, while the older ones go for 2,000 or $20 US each.
I spent, like for the seedlings, 70,000. Let's say the whole project to date, it costed me like 100,000.
Sophia also learned some tips from Wambugu.
Wambugu explains to you the hole you have to dig and plant the apple. You just have to do not crafty work, like do fast and then you expect fruit. You have to follow the measurements, like to do an apple tree, you have to dig a hole of 2 feet by 2 feet. And then you mix manure 1 on 1.
A tree produces about 20 fruits after 9 months, which increases to 150 apples after a year and a half. The 3rd harvest in 6 years' time can give up to 1,500 apples. One tree makes Wambugu about $4,500 US in a good season.
Miti moja tukihesabu huyu miti kwa season moja.
If we calculate the fruits from one tree and one harvest, when the trees are well given manure and water, it gives about 500 fruits. So if you calculate with even 50 shillings per fruit, you get so much money. So if you plant about 100 trees, you get about 1 million.
Miti kama 100 sasa, unaona ni karibu milioni moja.
With ease.
For Sophia, she hopes that the fruit will be a fortune to her and generations to come.
The lifespan of these trees is a minimum of 200 years. Wambugu confirmed to me that his species can go up to 400 years. Now, nobody lives for that long. So my great-grandchildren will be able to say, but I know the minimum lifespan is 200 years.
Wambugu's fruit makes it to local stores countrywide and East African countries like Uganda and Tanzania. He's unsatisfied that he doesn't have the capacity to supply to meet demand. The farmer takes pride in his brand, Wambugu Apples, but he wishes everyone on the globe could have a share or at least a bite of his exclusive fruit.